I think we all kind of, run into scenarios where, we're dealing with our own stuff, and then we sort of run into other moms or parents who are kind of self-absorbed and unaware of what we have going on. You had an experience with that?
Yeah, so Troy was kind of doing the stay-at-home dad thing at this point and was picking up one of my daughters from an after-school program, like a cooking class or things that they can do after school. And obviously her friends and other moms and parents have kids in it too. And he goes to pick up Shannon, and he parks the car in the back parking lot, which is safe. And Kylie is obviously melting down. And the mom comes into the room where the class is and says, "Hey, I just want to let you know Kylie's, pretty upset in the car and having a meltdown." And Troy's like, "Okay, thanks," while he's trying to pick up Shannon. Well, the mom that's telling him this is going ahead and picking up her daughter and 3 other kids that Shannon's all friends with.
And why isn't she picking up Shannon
And
too?
why isn't she picking up Shannon? They know what we're dealing with, and that he has to make a special trip out here. So not only does my daughter get to endure that she's watching all her friends go home with a mom, and then she gets to go to the car with a screaming sister and a frustrated dad. And nobody thinks about that if you are out there and you know somebody that could use a helping hand, that you can make their life a little bit easier, not by helping that direct person that needs the needs, but it's like us not having family when you're having, can you just make them feel special? But to know that you're picking up kids and go, you know what? I could pick her up on Wednesdays after cooking class. That would be fine. Don't worry about it. You're here anyway, but you're gonna. It
feels like exclusion.
It is. It's exclusion, and you know what? And then Shannon gets to feel like, well, why can't I be included, or why am I being punished, or why can't it was like if we had asked, I'm sure she would have done it. But why didn't you just have the wherewithal to know that? We did stuff like that. Another time is when we would volunteer to go to on class field trips, Troy or I. Kids would be so excited because Kylie be somewhere and we're going to be on their school trip. And then for some reason, the teacher would always pick us to take one of those kids that doesn't quite fit in or might have some sort of level of need, because they knew us as parents, and where other moms are going, you're not putting that kid in my group, where we would be inviting, but then our kids our neurotypical normal children are still dealing with the same adversities of having, now we get to fit into this category, that now we're going to take care. My kid just wants to go on the field trip with their mom and dad, with their friends who are in their classroom. And here they're now taking care of another kid that the teacher feels great for us. And it's not that, you think it's not a big deal, but to your regular kids who just want to be a part of that, have some normalcy that they don't see in their everyday life. And parents and teachers not being aware of that.
Well, I think, take the special needs scenario out of the picture. I think just in general, human beings in society are completely unaware of their surroundings.
Yes.
I remember when I was pregnant with Elle, I was pregnant at the same time with a coworker, and who was also at that time a close friend of mine. And she ended up delivering her baby the day before Elle was born. And it was heartbreaking because she bragged and bragged and bragged about all these milestones that her daughter made. And I had probably let her know that, hey, my daughter's not normal. I don't know what's going on. And her bragging about all this amazing shit her kid was doing was like a stab in the heart. Because I'm like, well, yeah, my kid's not making all that progress. And I'm like, this is effed up. Like, you're literally in my face bragging about your kid, and my kid's not hitting any of these milestones. There is just nothing more painful to this just complete unawareness. And yeah, there's just a lot of clueless people out there. And I think that that's the thing, is like, we all deal with that with our typical kids, but it's just even that much more difficult when you're also struggling with all the other stuff. And I just think that we as a society just need to elevate the amount of compassion and understanding
Absolutely.
and
Oh,
forgiveness of
goodness.
anyone who's not like you. And that goes
Yes.
across race, generations, religion, political beliefs. And
It's
I just
so
think,
beyond that. We should be beyond that stuff now. If
I
we look
know.
at another situation, coming home with my daughter on Kylie from the airport from a Disneyland trip, two young girls saw her running through the airport and got their phones out to video her.
Oh, to probably make
And-
fun of an Instagram or something.
And I looked at them and they saw the look on my face and I shook my head and they looked at me and they stuck their phones right back in their pocket. And my daughter laughs still to this day. It's like, you better not even dare, because you have no idea what you will unleash.
Well, I give those girls huge
Yes,
credit.
I do
and
too.
whoever you girls are and whoever your mom is, good job.
Yes.